I feel the game's balanced right now. I think the game's been balanced since it came out, to be honest with you. I think balance is like irrelevant. I think balance is always like something that can be adjusted, but like I think the game has so few things in the game in terms of like total characters and total items and stuff that balance is kind of like things are always going to be pretty similar regardless of what you change. Actually, it's a short video of the new projectile changes. Yeah, I was hoping that there's like the picture of the howitzer. I thought that was going to be a video. I was like, let me see it side by side or something. Feel pretty good to you? Look, you didn't even know what a ladder was until 2 days ago, okay? I don't know if I can take you at your word. If you see a difference, so video is kind of pointless. Ah, okay. I mean, if it's not something you can visually see, then it's not something you can visually see, right? I missed one of them. Pain. Wait, did I miss one, or did you guys finally fix 7 camp to, or 5 camp to only give you 6 stacks? Did I miss that patch? Did I miss that bug fix? Far better than before in terms of responsiveness. I'll be the judge of that on Tuesday. Furry gives 5 stacks with 6 minions. No, red buff gives you 5 stacks, but the 2 camp or the 5 camp is 7 stacks, or at least it was. I must have missed the big minion on 5 camp then, or something. I'm not talking about CS. I was talking about Sevarog stacks. Actually, to land autos to feel it. Yeah, I land abilities, not auto attack, so if getting right click is fixed, good enough for me. The smite stack, yes. It was fixed a while ago. Well, I know up until like 2 patches ago it wasn't, at the very least. Even last patch, I don't know if it was. TV off lane. Cringe. Have I missed a stack yet? I'm kind of different. Back to work with the game. Appreciate that. Have a good rest of your afternoon. Fuck. He missed the Rudy's dog shit. Quick make front of him. The Countess is walking here. I don't know if I actually get all this. Oh. Okay. There is 3 people there. Well, I tried. The whole team really did pull up. Alright, let me check the 5 camp. Let me see if I get 7 stacks. God, Zara is killed. No, he just didn't see the Countess rotating. I saw her rotating. And then he pushed wave on her tower. Respectable, honestly. It's something I would do. Yeah, you only get 6 stacks. They fixed it. It used to. I think the medium used to give you 3 on 5 camp. So you got extra stacks. This is awkward. Just trying to string there with the least possible counter picks. Chimera. Tidget back to 7 on God. They just slid that one under the radar, man. There's a one less stack. Well, you max at 5, so like the max you can get from one thing is 5, which is red and blue. But 5 camp used to give you 7, which made it like extra valuable to steal and Sev. Still valuable. It's still 6, but not as much as it once was. Bro, can you guys add an auto attack penalty, man? I literally beg. Why is that like that, man? Please, just add a fucking auto attack penalty, man. I beg for the love of God, man. Every time I get walked down by a Grux for fucking 10 auto attacks, I just lose, like, want to play the game, man. It's so cringe. It's so cringe. Like, it's so cringe, man. I fucking hate that shit. Every time it happens, man. Red buff or not, I don't care. I haven't fucking rooted. Like, that shit is just so cringe, man. As we throw the assault, I say it every time it happens. Anytime I get walked down by somebody for like 8 auto attacks, it's just so cringe, man. I just fucking hate that shit. It just shouldn't exist. And I don't know why they're so hesitant to add one. Literally every other MOBA has an auto attack penalty in some capacity. Look, Gruxing, I hate being Gruxed on. It's not about Gruxing. It's literally just about having an auto attack penalty. Like, it just should exist. Dota League, you have to stand still when you auto attack. Smite, you get a 40% auto attack penalty on all auto attacks, whether you hit or not. Like, it just makes no... And then on top of that, you get like a backpedal penalty in Smite. It's just like, why does that not exist? It just actually drives me nuts. I don't want to complain. I don't want to complain. That's just something that really bothers me because it's so consistent. What is it now? It's 25% on range characters, 20% on melee characters, but if you miss on a melee character, it's only 5%. First MOBA, you've been saying it since first game that this game needs a bigger auto attack, but it just doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel good to get walked down by an auto attack penalty. It does not feel good. Or like when you're chasing somebody and there's no backpedal penalty, it just doesn't feel good. That's the, like, I've never been chasing like a Shimby and then they backpedal 20 minutes. It doesn't feel good. Yo, Stark actually shit on this guy. And then he shit on a little bit. He like shit on him and then he missed the right click because he held it instead of tapping it. That's unfortunate. Sharon die, lifesteal diff. Look at move speed penalties by 0.14. A super simple solution. How is it not just increasing the whatever tick you have? How is that not just like, I feel like that's pretty easy, but I don't know. I'm not a dev, so I don't know. It's just frustrating. I'm just complaining, don't mind me. I'm glad to hear that you're at least looking into it. Thanks for the red buff, loser. That guy's gotta be pissed. Honestly, I'd be so pissed. Bitchin' energy is limitless. It really is, dude. It motivates me. But with the leaks, I'm pretty sure they talked about penalties before. Need to complain more? No, I'm pretty sure they talked about it during the dev cast at the beginning of October, I think. Straight value would these would cause other issues. Protections forced by red buff. Shouldn't slow in your game. By another function. I think the slow is fine actually. Bro, we died to my fire blossom. I don't actually mind the slow. As long as it's like a slow that you have to like stop autoing. Like you auto, you apply the slow, and then the slow lets you catch up to hit one more auto. But you can't just like hold left click down and like spam auto. I don't know if that makes sense. Like the slow shouldn't be more than the movement speed penalty, but it should be longer than the movement speed penalty. On whiff is too lenient. I don't think there should any be. I think the penalty should be the same regardless if you hit or miss, truthfully. You're hungry? Mind if you stop by my place for lunch? Excuse me? What do you mean by that? I mean, that's fine. I got the big one. Run! The Grux is gonna eat my ass. On track for max stacks, 20 minutes. I mean, you should have it by 20 minutes in like any game. I think 20 minutes is like where you should aim for in like every game. So I know if all melee characters have the same range of auto attacks. I believe so. Although I do know that if you increase your size with Saphir Mantle, your auto attacks are further range because your character model is larger. But as far as like the base auto range, I'm pretty sure they're all the same. Dude, who's leaving one minion here, bro? Grow up a little bit. He missed 2 stacks, unplayable.
It is ready. Allied tower under attack.
Bro, he had flash. Cringe. Did you not? That actually missed? No way. I actually can't believe that my Q missed through the tower there. Zarya has longer reach on autos. Does he? I don't know if that's true or not. I don't feel like he does, at least when I play him. Could be a skill issue. Definitely could be a skill issue. I might sit on tier 2 to go, every time I call Tainted Bastion Leviathan. Ooh, cook him. Cook him. Stack him.
Colossal blow ready.
That's unfortunate. I didn't get the stacks. I think others fit the same too. I wouldn't be surprised because like characters with spears and smite have like a longer auto range. I wouldn't be surprised, but I also don't know if that's true or not because I would be surprised that they wouldn't say that when he was released, and I don't think they said that when they released. But I also wouldn't really put it past them. I feel like when you're in the position your auto hits and theirs doesn't. I think that's just because he has like a weird what's it called? He has like a weird animation, so like sometimes it feels like you connect and they don't, but it's just the animation. I don't know though. Probably the longer auto for spear if his cleave is skinny. I mean, I wish there was just hit chains in general. If anything for the reach. I mean, the more you know. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I don't really care if there is or not. Yeet. I should just take tower. He's fully stacked, 18 minutes. That's semi-reasonable time. Gotta make sure I get that local gold, you know? You ever run into a thing that backpedal as soon as their first basic connects? You know you're in for a bad time. Yeah, imagine if there was like a penalty for backpedaling, so you had to look away from the enemy while you ran away from them. Kappa. Don't hear Asia. This is stuff I've said for months. I don't have smite actually. I don't like this. I don't like this. Maybe we just kill the Murdoch though. I didn't want to flash anyways. Now we do it. Better for all of them, it needs to be repeated. True. Technically, Sevarog's a gas. I think Sevarog is a spirit. Forgot you were banned. It was 10 minutes. Not personal. But I hate when people type about patch notes and like explicitly what changes are in the patch notes before I read them. It's just annoying. It's like, why? Turn a real viewer? I think he knows it wasn't personal. Do I have so much gold in pocket? Alright, where is anti-heal, anti-heal. Anti-heal HP regen. We'll get a Raiment last, probably. Zerg's actually one of my longest viewers. Well, from the Pred community at least, or like Paragon community, I guess. Or cause any issues in chat, you've seen him. Yeah, Zern's a goat. Oh, it's big prime. I was like, I'm gonna go do mini. It's not even mini up. It's 21 minutes in the game. That's how AFK I've been. Stacks are a little lacking right now. Get killed, idiot. Whoa! Ah! Don't Murdoch snipe me? Fuck. Oh, sorry, I bought a lot of time. You wanna know what Fangmao's dash percent cooldown is? What do you mean? Like what the base number is? I think it's 18 to 12 seconds. Like it scales down 1 second per rank or something like that. Or 16 to 12, something like that. If you mean how much it gets reduced by when you E, it's 25%. Get killed, idiot, gets killed. Yeah, but like, I killed him disrespectfully in his core. So like, who really won there? Like, what if it's capped at 200 or 300? 300. It's always been 300. You get the burst at 40, you know, 80, 120, 160, but it goes up to 300 total. He's gonna have even more cooldown. Sounds broken. Oh, you mean the cooldown on, like, Greystone Jump? They didn't say the percentage. I would be curious as to how much. It's kind of like Fenrir Leap from Smite, though. Just like, okay, I guess. Although I think it's gonna be a little busted on him. Come here, coward. Come here, coward. You know he's stepping back up for the wave. No, you didn't want the wave? Okay. A bit surprising, not gonna lie. 35% reduction when the leap hits. Does it say that? Oh, he said 35 earlier. Oh, I didn't see him say that earlier. That's actually really good info. No way. Get stacked, idiot. I'll drink some water in a second. Character with 2 health bars. Like I said, I think it's gonna be a little strong, but I mean, we'll see what it's like in the game, I guess. His leap is like a 15-second cooldown, though, at least to be fair, or something like that. But if you can get away from him as an ADC now, you definitely will not be able to on the next patch. I mean, a little stone wall. Actually, I'm gonna go Raiment, like I said I was gonna go. I want the cooldown. Thank you for the water. Much appreciated. Yeah, we're 10-2 and 4. We're kind of gaming, actually. I didn't realize we were gaming so hard. Almost missed that. Like, my CS is good, but my stacks are not good. Pain. Auto attack penalties. Did he really need that? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like without the auto attack penalties, I feel like he's just gonna be able to run you down, especially with the E slow. Because now it's gonna be like he jumps on you with the E, and then by the time the E is up again, he jumps on you with the E. So like, you have actually no way to escape, I feel like. And he's already really strong and does a lot of damage, and is like debatably top 2 soul laners, top 3 soul laners right now. So like, I don't think he even needed a buff, and that is just like a direct buff. To not have like any other nerfs is like kind of nuts. Land an enemy when you hit minions? That's a good question. I would assume it's heroes. I would be surprised if it was on like what's called as well. If it was on minions. Really, they know nerfed Wraith until he needed a buff. His 0 damage. Well, it's kind of like a shift. It was like a buff and a nerf. Like, they nerfed his scaling, but they increased his pen early game, which it's the last ability level anyways, and they increased his like base auto attack. So like, I don't know. I feel like that's one of those things where it looks like they changed him, but it actually won't change him at all, just so that they don't actually buff him. Being sarcastic. Yeah. But some people might actually agree. That's why I have to explain it. Here's some bridges from solo lane. 3 levels up and no one can outrun him. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hesitant. We'll just say I'm hesitant on the Greystone change. But we'll see when it's actually in the game. It could actually just not really matter at all. I love when he can look directly at me. Oh my god, he fucking bounced him the wrong way. Did I not see him walk this way? I swear I saw that Countess going that way. The biggest Q is when Bellica rework or rework stupid damage. I mean, they just need to increase the windup on the knockup, and then what's it called? Make the ulta a skill shot. That's actually all they have to do to Bellica, and she'd be fine. Does he have boop? No boop? Oh, he booped himself up on the ledge, didn't he? I thought he flashed. Being buffer damage on the ult. Well, I mean, you make it a skill shot and then you just make it piercing. I think it's actually, it really is just like that simple. Obviously it might not be that simple to like code that, but in terms of like how to fix it, it really is that simple. You get me play a game I'm fed up with. Truly are blessed. I mean, I'd play the game regardless. As much as I have disdain for the game in some regards, I mean, any game you play a lot, you're gonna have disdain for, right? At least, like, somewhat. If you don't, then, like, you're just lying to yourself, or you don't actually play that much. You have a hard time playing Sep off lane against almost any matchup. Any tips, or is he just not doing too hot? I would debate that he's one of the best offlaners, if not the best offlaner. Are you able to stack, like, effectively or something? I would say maybe play more off your power spikes. You are kind of like a spiky character, so you want to play off like your stack spikes, you know, level 40 or like 40 stacks, and then play off your like Fire Blossom Brimstone spikes. and just try not to trade super early, as you are like a later game character, especially in the early game heroes like Rux or Crunch. I like to go Predecessor and also angers you. I mean, that's called passion. When something you enjoy isn't working 100% great, that's frustrating. I didn't want that guy to die.
Run from fate.
There's the areas where the game is improvements. We're actually working on them. I mean, any game always has improvements, even the best games. It's just how it works, right? Backpiling on members for pointing out those issues is rubbish. I mean, who's doing that? I think if you get mad at somebody criticizing something, that's like kind of shows more on yourself than anything. Easy 300. Oh, they're kind of gaming. Hold on, boys. I'm coming. I didn't know we were gaming. Look at this guy. Stop silencing me when I'm about to stack his dumbass. What does MS stand for? MS is movement speed. Best games have improvements till devs decide to replace the game. I mean, that doesn't mean that the